Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for today's Kenworth Northeast Training Academy. Today, we're going to learn more about Paccar Parts, online parts counter, and how to get the most out of it. My name is Melinda. I'm the Director of Marketing here at Kenworth Northeast, and more importantly, we're joined by Fortune Rodriguez and Ashley Fastel. I am very sorry, guys, if I totally said your names wrong. Both from Paccar, and they're going to take us through today's training. If you have any questions throughout the training, go ahead and put them in the Q&A. We've got our cameras and audio disabled just to reduce background noise and distractions through the session. And really quick, in addition to today's training, we've also got an exciting lineup of events throughout the year. You'll see some of the vendors that we've got who are on board. In February, we're going to take a look at the Diamond Guard Mitsubishi products. We've got Truck Tech Plus. We're going to focus on Conmet, Dana, Skyline, Eaton, and some more that we'll be adding throughout the year. So keep an eye out for that at kenworthne.com/events. And then we'll also send them out to you by email as well. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started and turn it over to Fortune.
Perfect. Thank you, Melinda. So my name is Fortune Rodriguez. I am the designated account manager for Kenworth Northeast, and I just like to walk through the online parts counter platform and answer any questions that you have for me. So with that, I will get started. For those of you who are unfamiliar with OPC, it's our customer-facing e-commerce platform for all your online purchasing needs. Users have an improved experience using OPC with these following features. They can review order history for invoice access, reducing phone calls to retrieve information. You can convert frequent orders to a saved order to reduce part lookup, which allows you to quickly reorder and check out. You can browse with confidence with a 360-degree view of parts to select the correct one. You can uncover value-saving alternate part options with our TRP product line, as well as a dedicated stock check for pricing and availability at each branch location. The OPC platform is browser enabled, so it does have the ability to function on desktops, tablets, and smartphones. You can use it with Chrome, Safari, Edge, or the browser of your choosing. Our initiatives coming up for this year are we want to make it easier for customers to find parts. We're going to make it a little bit easier to confirm part compatibility for your specific vehicle. We also want it to make it easier for you to make an informed buy decision on which part to use. We want a quicker checkout, so a faster, more efficient checkout process. We do want better reporting processes as well, so we have that coming down the line for 2025. And we have a personalized experience for customers as well. With that, I will move on to a quick demo to show you all the features for OPC that we currently have. Just one moment, I'll get situated. Just to verify, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so at this very top, you'll, for those of you who do prefer a different language, just FYI, we do have Spanish and French capabilities here as well. You can always verify that you're purchasing in USD, especially for the international companies. At the very top on this right-hand corner, you'll see saved orders and order history. We'll go into detail for that in a little bit. The rest of this is the main landing page. You can see which branch you are ordering from at any given time. You can switch as needed to check the availability or price at a different location as they, if they vary. You have the various options to search. You have the global search, shop by category, and then you have search by vehicle if you have a VIN number. We'll go into detail in a bit. We do have promotions and stock check tab, and the cross-reference as well for those parts that you already have and would like to cross-reference. And then we have resources and help as well for additional information. The main homepage also has quick links. These are available for you, especially if you search on your mobile device. These are a little bit easier to search with. Featured categories, promotions, additional information is always available on this homepage. So I'll move up and go through these link by link. First off are your saved orders. These are good, especially for those of you that purchase the same few parts over and over from Kenworth Northeast. I would highly recommend creating a saved order. In order to do so, all you need is the order name, set the order level. User is only visible to you as the one user who logged in. Customer is anyone that's attached to that business account. So if you do have multiple users, I definitely recommend using the customer order level. And then any order description, just brief information on what you would like to be included in that saved order. I set up one example already. This is an example of what it will look like. You can send this directly to stock check, verify the parts and prices, or excuse me, the quantities and prices, and move that forward to an order. In addition, we do have order history as well. Order history shows all of the orders that you have previously placed through Kenworth Northeast. So if you'd like to refer to a purchase that you made around Christmas, you can find the order number, identify the PO, and it pulls open the parts available for you. At any time, this online parts counter logo is a hyperlink that sends you back to the home page if you need. You can go onto the global search. Here's one example of the parts pages as a new platform with our next gen. This is consistently evolving, so all of our pages will eventually look like this with the full 360 view, animated. You see the specific part, the quantities and price. If I click on view all, if there are no quantities in hand, then it will show the Paccar parts inventory at the nearest warehouse. That's best for any part that they have potentially don't have anything available. Just know that it'll add another day or so worth of lead time. You have the options here on whether or not to add the cart and saved order, which we'll go into in a little bit. Just below, you'll see the details, basic details on the part. Applications, those are your makes and models on the specific parts that this part can apply to. Alternate parts, say that's not the exact valve that you're looking for. You can search for a different valve. So if you knew you wanted one that was available in Brockton, you can search for that one instead and investigate further. Related products, usually when you buy a valve, you'll want some O-rings as well. So we do have some additional information here for products that are related to the valve as well. I'll move on, shop by category. If you do not have the exact part number, no worries, you can still search by category and pull open additional information. You can drill down as necessary through there. The third search option, if you do have a VIN number, this uses a system called Vintelligence, where you can pull open any VIN. It'll provide basic detail. And if you so choose, just to verify, you can click in further, and it will provide you all the parts that match with that specific make and model. I'll move on to the promotions tab. If you are enrolled in Paccar Parts Loyalty, I highly recommend that you sign up on the OPC side. It will match with your business email. As long as you're using that same email to log in, you'll see a list of coupons that are available to you. And then I'll move on to stock check. There are three main ways to stock check. You can type in the parts one by one. enter the part number and quantity. If you do have a CSV, you can upload it. It just needs the part and the number. And then you can also just comma separate, type them in one by one on this lower section as well. So I'll move forward with a few examples. Preload a few parts in right now. I highly recommend this for any parts that you order to verify them before you move to purchasing. That way you're able to verify the back order. You can add up to 100 parts in here at one time. Just keep in mind, the more parts you add, with most websites, will slow down. But you run stock check. And it pulls open the information for you. Same information that you were able to find on the item page. Note that this says promotion available. Again, if you sign up for promotions, you'll see a different price here. See it already applied. But it does provide the part number, description, pack quantity, and availability in the Brockton location. Say you want to choose an alternate part. Click on these two gears. I'll provide all the additional parts that are, or excuse me, all the alternate parts that are available through Brockton. So if I knew I didn't want to buy this kit, I can switch and select this one instead. From here, you have the option to either add to a saved order or add to cart as well. I'll leave this here just to show you. If you notice this white dot, that means the stock check is still full. Clicking away and moving to a different page does not change that. The only way to empty the stock check is to clear it yourself or to add the parts to a cart. So I'll move forward with the cross-reference. This pulls from a system called Collectix. If you're holding a part and you're not sure if that's something that's available, you can enter that here, and it pulls all the similar parts through our system. And from here, you have, again, the option to either add to a cart or a saved order. Resources, these provide your information sheets, catalogs, brochures, videos. If you have any questions about any particular parts or need an information sheet, you can pull information available here. It's for you to download and yours to keep, should you so choose. Any frequently asked questions, any base level information you do have available on this help tab, especially about the global header, the stock check process, the cart and checkout as well. In order to check out, I'll move back to the stock check, click add to cart, give it a few moments as the parts add. And now I'm able to view the cart. From here, you have the option, if you choose, you can email this as well. Send this to either your representative or one of your teammates, whoever would be interested in adding a part into the shopping cart before you move forward. You can add any comments at the part level. Say, for example, you wanted to order 10 of these kits. You could say something like, send what you have now, or give me a call if you can't send this by Friday. Something along these lines. You can add additional comments to the order. Last chance to update cart quantities or remove any specific parts that you don't want to include. I'll move forward to the checkout. This is the final page before the order is placed. All this information is pulled directly from Kenworth Northeast Business System. Include so I would definitely recommend verifying the shipping address every so often, especially if you've recently changed your location. Shipping methods as well are available. You'll usually want either delivery or pickup. Payment method, either charge account or cash, and then purchase order number. Once you fill in this information and click place order, pick ticket will be sent directly onto Kenworth and Northeast desk, and they'll be able to fulfill and give you contact from then. So if you have any questions after hitting that button, that usually goes towards your counter staff. But all of this is meant to be intuitive so that you yourself are able to complete the order on your end and then pick it up or have it delivered on at your best convenience. So I will go back briefly to this last slide in the PowerPoint. Key takeaways is we want to make it easier for you to access your order history, the parts that are available. We want to make you really in charge of the parts that you order. The reordering process has been made a lot easier, especially with the improvements that we've made over this past year. You're able to cross-reference your own parts, and all of this is a live inventory. It updates on a regular basis, so you see exactly what's on hand without having to call counter staff, for example, or any group as well. Thank you all for your time for that. I will check the Q&A briefly, see if any questions have come in.
All right, thank you, Fortune.
All right, thank you.
So I did post in the chat, if anybody here is not signed up for OPC and you're interested in getting online, I posted my email address, so you can go ahead and shoot me an email. I'll be able to help get you set up. And then otherwise, if you have any questions, you're using it today and have any questions about anything we covered, again, feel free to reach out. We're here to help. And with that, I'd say keep an eye out for our upcoming sessions. Like I said, Diamond Guard is next on the list, and you'll end up seeing some emails throughout the year as we go through our schedule. So thank you everyone for taking the time today. I appreciate it and look forward to seeing you on future sessions.